Hello, hello. I could have sworn that I was already live. I was just sitting here talking to myself, and I thought that we were on. Today is a internet challenged day, seems like, but we're going to push on anyway and then hope that it kind of straightens itself out as we go along. I am seeing that I do have a connection. So I would love it if you guys could just drop a 9 in the chat. Let me know that you all can hear well, that you can see me well, that everything is okay on your end, or if it's not on your okay on your end. Please let me know that as well. But I'm showing I have everyone in the chat. I'm so glad to see you guys here, talking to each other, chatting it up with each other. Hello, how is everyone? It is a beautiful Monday here in North Florida. I hope that your weather has rebounded and everything is going okay for you guys. Hello to Juan Perez. Hello, hello, my dear. How are you? First one in the chat today. Great to see you. Hello to my Renaissance grandma. How are you? G Mama Grows. Hello to you. Welcome. So good to see you. Hello. Welcome, David Corey in the chat. Hello. Hello. Oh, to Crafty Mom. How are you? Crafty Mom Creations. Good to see you in the chat today. Hello to Growing with Hudson. How are you? Good to see you. I see 9s in the chat. I see AOK in the chat. Hello to our G Tribe members. G Greengrass Grows. Hello to you. How are you? So good to see you. Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. Always good to see you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that my hand can stay as steady right now as it is right now. Checking in from work. Hi, Shakira. Hello, hello. Great to see you in the chat. Checking in from work. I'll catch the replay. Cooking at Pam's Place. Hello, how are you doing? Says, hey, Gigi and everyone. Just stopping in for a minute to say, hey, you are buffering and audio is going in and out on my end. All right. Okay. Well, you guys just, if I start to buffer, just put the buffer signs in the chat, and then I'll kind of slow it down a little bit to make sure that you guys are going to be able to hear everything. I am very, very excited to have our sister Karima, better known as Homestead in the Hood, here with us today. And I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. If you're ready, sis, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up when you are ready for me to add you. And okay, all right, sounds great. Hello, Natural Diva. How are you? Good to see you today. Thank you for being here. It's lunchtime, guys. It's lunchtime. Hi, Veggie Farm. And hello to everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and add our sister Karima, better known as Homestead in the Hood, to our stream today. So please give her a warm welcome into the Deep Tribe community. And Sister Karima, if you could say something to us and let us know that we can hear you on both sides. Guys, let us know that you can hear her. I need to make sure I can hear her as well.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. So, for those who do not know, that Sister Karima is actually a nurse, which is one of the reasons why I really wanted to have her here today. We've been communicating back and forth with each other for a very long time now, trying to get ourselves kind of on the same wavelength with being able to be live together. We're both using, the hotspots, and so just let us know if anything is going wrong. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Sister Karima, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and give the audience a little bit of your background.
Uh, I'm homestead in the hood. I'm in the worst section of New York City. I'm trying to center myself. Okay, I gotta go that way to go that way. All right.
Right.
Um, which is Brownsville, Brooklyn, 11212. You oftentimes hear another YouTuber talk about this area. She was raised here. But the hood is the hood because it's a neighborhood. And we're good. We're good. We may not know each other by name, but everybody call me sister because I'm the only Muslim on the block. But it's okay. I say sister and brother back to them. We wave or whatever. I give the greetings. But I'm the only one that have chickens. So they'll walk by the driveway and the chickens will start making noise. They'll look and I just smile. So I was sharing my eggs, but since they are now $12 a dozen in the hood here, I actually sell them for $7. And I don't want to say sell because then I may have to pay tax. My neighbors donate to the cost of my chicken feed. That's what we'll say. And I share my eggs with them. Yeah.
Yes,
But
yes.
I started.
Listen, we are big deals right now as chicken people, right? We're big deals right
Yeah.
now in the world.
Yes, we are. I started my channel because the lead farmer in April. I'm an Aries too, because he asked us to do it for his birth anniversary or something, and that was 3 summers ago. So this is my third time to start my seedlings. So three seasons of planting. So um, I think that's it. What you want to know? Professional stuff. I started
Yes.
out as I started out. Hmm, I even started out before then. Okay. I actually started out as being the runner in the neighborhood to the Botanica, Obia people, or whatever the community called it, because people come from different parts of the world. But when you need medicine, you know how to find it from the original people. We didn't have mm, we didn't have the luxury of having health insurance to go to the hospital. I'm trying to make sure your things stay up and don't say certain words. But we were healthier
Understood.
before we had insurance. We were very healthy people before they start saying, "Oh, you're this age, take this test. Oh, you got this. We're gonna have you do that, and then take this, and now your hair may fall out, your bones may, but it's okay. You'll still be alive, but you just be miserable. We just not gonna tell you that." So I learned that quick when I became an RN. I became an RN to help people, but I was working at a hospital. Can I say where? No, I ain't gonna do that. I was working at a hospital, and I noticed that if you came and you presented with hypertension and diabetes, they gave you medication that set you up for recidivism until your kidney shut down. And
Hmm.
then they had a new kidney center in the area. So if you look in your neighborhood, there's not too many bars, but there are a lot more pharmacies, dialysis center, mental health centers. But that's because they got us in our food and in the water and coaxing us to go to their laboratories, doctor's office.
Yes.
So before then,
Absolutely.
I was an EMT. I used to like scary movies until I became an EMT and found out that those people are for real.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
especially in,
interesting. I didn't know that you were an EMT. How long did you do that before you became a registered nurse?
oh wow, 89 to, I don't know,
Wow.
because I'm in and out because sometimes I still volunteer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also a doula, and I do some psychology with only with friends and those that are recommended by friends, because this system gears you for medication, which you don't need. Most of our traumas happened when we were young and did not tell anybody. So that messes with you because the person who did something to you threatened you or threatened a loved one. So as a child, you don't want to see your parents hurt. So you're not going to tell them because they said they were going to do something to your parents. But
Absolutely. 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 Wow. I'm floored just to learn that bit of background about you, because I was coming into it like, okay, I know that this sister is like, I know she's prepper, and I don't know if like you call yourself that, but just for um that's just the term that I use, just because I mean it's just a shorter version of preparation for me, and I don't look any deeper into it than that. It's just people that decide to be prepared rather than to be reactionary. So in my mind,
well, we
that's
did
literally
that,
all prepper is.
but we did that. Um, I don't know what made the big thing of it. Like during the Depression, you'll hear the history. We didn't know we were in the Depression.
Mm-hmm.
We never had money like that, but we knew to prepare for the seasons in the year ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something that we did on the regular. I took They gave my mother 3 years to live. My brothers coaxed her into taking this medication that made her worse. They said she had the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. And I'm like, what? That don't make any sense.
Hmm.
But because she passed the paper bag test in the 70s, affirmative
Hmm.
action when they had to hire us. So she passed the paper
Hmm.
bag test and got a job with the telephone company. So then they give you all these. And it's not just us that they experiment with, they experiment those
Oh, of
that
course
work
not.
with us because they're in the same class with us. They just don't want to say so. But it's okay. We know.
Hmm.
They know
Hmm.
too.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, so that saying, oh, take this test, take that test, every month you got cancer, breast cancer awareness month, you got prostate cancer awareness month, cardiac health month, and if you take a look at the syllabus to your local college, your local medical college, they will line all of their mm, what's that one to check your colon cancer? Colon cancer month, and I can't remember the exam. What's the exam when they want to stick the camera to look at your
Oh, the
inside?
colonoscopy.
The colonoscopy, yeah. So your doctors would set you up for a colonoscopy just before colon cancer awareness month or around the same time. And that's on the syllabus. So they have to have specimens. I'm sorry. They have to have patients for their student doctors to work on. So if you go to the doctor at a certain time for one thing and they telling you, oh, we haven't seen you for a physical. You need a physical. And then they start telling you take this test and take that test. Look at the syllabus of the university to see what's there, because they just may be You just may be a specimen.
Hmm. Hmm. You know, I
Yeah.
had a conversation actually with my own doctor about that. And she was telling me, you need this and you need that. And that was one of the things that she was recommending since I'm now over the age of 45. And I'm like, okay, when did this started being a thing? And she's like, the medical boards or whatever decided that they were going to lower the age of colonoscopies to the age of 45. And I was like, that's interesting. I'm going to
You
pass
know,
on that.
when if you okay, remember we were healthier before we had health insurance. I said that. When you go to the bathroom, if you're constipated, you having trouble moving your stool because it's hard, you need to drink more water. That's it. And you really know for yourself you need to be drinking water. If it's now bright red blood in your stool, that's because you burst the membranes trying to pass that stool. You need to drink more water. That's saying that salt. Well, no, there's more. There's certain foods that dry your stool out, like cheeses, aged
Mm,
cheeses, a lot of bread, a lot of pasta. That just like it take a lot of water to cook it, it take a lot of water from you. So you need to drink extra water when you eat those things. But we all know when we eat something that was really bad because it go right through your system. Your body say, we ain't messing this. You get ready to have a stomach ache and loose bowels. Hope you close to the bathroom.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So I was only able the presentation that you sent to me, it just would not upload to StreamYard. So I wasn't sure if it was just because it was, so many pages long or what have you. But I did get to do a screenshot of the page that we're going to mainly be discussing today. But I did want to talk a little bit about with you the vegetables and different type of vegetables and herbs that we can utilize in our bodies that are really going to help us to not have those issues with straining to use the restroom and along that go along with drinking more water. So, can you talk to some of those vegetables that you had listed on your presentation? I got to see them. I'm sorry that everybody else are not going to get to really see them because we have to make sure that, we are really focused on that one page that we're going to mainly discuss in just a few minutes. But can you talk to some of those vegetables and some of those herbs that can really be beneficial to us?
No, because that's not what you have me here for. But it's simple. It's your I'm not prepared for that. But it's simple. It's your green leafy vegetables. Everybody likes collard greens, but collard greens make you very gassy. It's
Mm-hmm.
not really promoting the bowel movement. It's your body rejecting it.
Mm.
That's not a food that we should eat because when your digestive system bulks up, even with bread, we like hot bread, but if it's made with yeast, that bread keeps bulking your digestive system, which does it harm. But
Hmm.
it's limiting the the starches that absorb the moisture in your digestive system, hard cheeses, and walking.
Hmm.
Walking does a lot for your core, where your major organs are. Not the you need to move your whole body when you're walking, not just your feet. But it's mostly eliminating, and eating vegetables. Sugar does it too. Sugar makes you
Mm.
constipated. And another thing is mixing foods. We should not mix protein with starches because that makes a paste in the body, which clogs up your arteries. It does a lot of damage to the body. So if you're going to have starch, do not have protein with it. That's beans, eggs, and meat. So you'll have your starch with vegetables, and then you'll have your protein with vegetables, but don't mix it. Think of this. You have a fat that's already thick, and you add sugar to it. It turns into a paste. It gets real thick. So you don't want to
Wow.
incorporate those foods together. Yeah.
Wow. That's not my first time hearing, that you need to pair your foods properly. But
Yes.
I never thought about, the whole collard green thing. I never thought about that because it's like it's a leafy green, right? And then we eat it and then we go to the bathroom. But the same thing kind of I think with broccoli, which I absolutely love broccoli, but I also watch like the Dr. Sebi list and some of the things that he's saying that are approved foods for alkalizing the body. And broccoli was not on that list, and I was so disappointed. And so,
That's a
what
that's
are
a new that's because that's a neutral vegetable. You have acidic vegetables, you have alkaline vegetables, and then you have neutral. It's not gonna do anything either
okay?
way. So that's a
Okay,
neutral vegetable. So you can have it with protein and you can have it with starches.
the starches. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's good to know because I definitely and now more more recently I'm definitely getting back onto just more vegetables and less sugar and less starchy foods and less of all of that other stuff. So that's really important. But we came here to talk about the tongue,
Yes.
and I want to get on this tongue because there's
First,
so much.
I want to apologize to everyone that saw me in the bathroom sticking my tongue out. I'm sorry.
I think we were very, very intrigued. And that is literally what left me saying, oh my gosh, I have got to get her over here now to have this conversation because we were all very, very intrigued. And we were like, wait a minute, she talk about she gonna delete this? We need to know what's going on here.
Yeah, I did. I deleted it. And I deleted it from my phone too. So I don't have it. But let me see. Can you see this? Wait, wait. There you go.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But let me go to, I'm going to add this shot to the screen and let's
Oh,
see if we can do,
oh, that's smaller.
if
Can
we
you just
can
bring up my
do
screen and I'll talk
better.
about it?
Now tell me how you can see that or if I need to make it.
That's small. Can you bring me big? Let
All
me
right,
see.
let's see.
Let me see.
Let me play around with it.
I'm gonna bring the other ones up. So for
Okay, that
those
didn't
of you,
change anything, did it?
no. So for those of you that can see it, that was what my tongue was looking like. It had the imprint from my teeth on the side, and it had a white coat. So I was showing that that white coat had disappeared. Well, it didn't totally disappear, but it's starting to fade. And I'm going to tell you what that means. So the one where the tongue was taking an imprint of my mouth, it said that it means that my digestive system was not absorbing the nutrients from the food that I was eating. And um, I'm just going to read what I had. I'm glad that
Mm-hmm.
most of us here are gardeners and are growing our own food that we eat, not the artificial hybrid, genetically modified that looks real, but has very little, if any, nutritional value that's sold in the store. So that shows, remember when I say, well, most of us also on the channel knows a little bit about herbs. And you don't have to be a great specialist of specific herbs. You can also, if you know the nutritional value, you can look up nutritional value or you can look up medicinal properties of food. So if you look up what foods, mm, what foods will help with your stomach, uh, and we'll go back to tongue, that white tongue, that I'm trying to get the camera right. This denotes a metabolic problem with signs and symptoms of inability to concentrate, edema, fatigue, heavy, dull body aches that are exacerbated by damp weather or humidity. So I was having those two problems with my tongue. So he's giving me these different, hold on. I got a bag. So he's giving me all these different herbs. But if you would Google, and he said my stomach was cold and damp. So if you Google what foods are good for a cold stomach, it's going to give you a list of foods to
Wow.
eat. So you don't have to go to an herbalist, but I've been sick for a long time. Let me get a glass bowl.
Okay. Hello and welcome. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Hi, Courtney Taylor. Hi, Bell's Backyard Garden. How are you? Hello, Black's Tropical. Hello, Lashes Journey. Hello, Indiana Backyard Gardener. How are you guys today? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
Mm, the only I don't recognize anything except for the turmeric, the dried turmeric. It's all kind of barks, and this is definitely something from a tree bark. And then this, I don't know. There we go. I don't know if this is a prune or a date, a dried
Okay.
date. But so it gave me this. But then I also looked up to incorporate the food in my diet to make sure that what he's giving me, I'm not eating the opposite. So what I had shared, let me find the slide. Oh, most of my students are children, so they listen when I talk about the digestive system because they're learning. And you teach your babies instead of saying, the toe bone connected to the foot bone connected to the ankle bone. You teach them the proper words because if they can learn that, they can learn about themselves. Yeah. So what I did, I just Googled I just Googled foods to improve the digestive system. The
The
computer will
19
tell
best
you.
foods to improve digestion. Okay.
Yeah. So remember, my stomach was cold. So, okay. So I looked up what foods warm the body. So it said eat bananas, drink ginger tea, eat oats, drink coffee, red meat. That's a hard one for me to do. To eat
That's
sweet
hard for
potatoes,
me
that's
too,
hard.
believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have to eat all of them. Drink water, avoid alcohol. Alcohol is interesting because it's um it's a diuretic, meaning it's going to make you urinate a lot. But the alcohol that they make now, they're using a lot of soy. Soy is a filler. I remember when they told us not to use the baby formula. They didn't tell us why, they just told us not to. And then you find later that the soy causes a host of problems in the body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a filler in that it has no nutritional value, but it's high in calories. So you see the mothers with the plump baby, but the baby is malnourished, though it looks healthy. It's just a plump baby. And you
Mm.
see us, we're plump too, but ill.
Mm-hmm.
So the foods, you got to be careful of that soy. So that's the website. So the energy of food in Chinese medicine, and it gave me that. So you can just look for whatever's going on with your tongue, and you can go to the herbalist. Neither did I. But when I was little and we were sick, wait, let me cut this off. This is my heated vest. I was outside. I forgot I had it on. It
Okay.
worked too. Okay. There was two types of mm, healers in our community. One would look at your tongue, and the other would look in your eyes and knew what was wrong with you. And you either got, remember, I told you I was a runner, so they called me the Obeah gal with a paper bag. That's whoever was sick, they contacted and they said, you go and get. And I just went and I got the paper bag. I never looked in it, but I already knew it was nasty because my mother got a paper bag for all of us during cold season.
Right.
So I didn't need to know. I already knew. I'm not nosy. I know what's going on. But I just thought somebody was sick with a cold and needed a cleaning out. I didn't know it was other things because women have issues, you know, and there's a paper bag for that. You can look up mother's ward, pregnant women. There's as a doula, I'm incorporating that with women. But you never heard of a cold tongue. When we go to the doctor, they're not looking at our tongue. They're looking at our throat to see if it's red because they're gonna give you a pill without finding out the root of the problem. So what Chinese medicine does, one of the things by looking at the tongue, they can diagnose you. So
Mm.
um, here's the bigger picture for the whole thing. I gotta get used to this thing. So if you can comprehend reading comprehension, you can diagnose yourself and treat yourself by just making the soup of what's needed. Like on that
Mm.
list, I don't eat all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I would make a soup of maybe some green bananas, plantain, and whatever else was on there, the vegetables. The I don't remember. I'm still working on my mental fog. Wait, I could look. It's right here. But I'm gonna show you all. So yeah, that's why uh, soy is a gender bender straight up. Because when they started pushing canned, those artificial milks, it wasn't even from the cow or goat. It was straight up soy. So the increase in homosexuality and people not knowing who they are, it's because of the soy, straight up. That's it. The brother said it, or sister said it, whoever you had down there. Soy is a gender bender. It also causes pancreatic cancer because, like I say, it's a
Hmm.
filler. We getting fat. So, brothers, I see brothers on the track while I'm walking on my walker. I see them on the track, but they got breasts. Everything look good on them, but they got breasts. Some of them got real big thighs. Soy secretes estrogen. That's what we have as women. We produce more estrogen when we're pregnant. The breasts get bigger, the extra girth, and the hips and the buttocks to protect the baby in the event that we fall or something. That's how we were created. You drop the baby, you drop everything. But men are eating this stuff and they think, okay, yeah, hormones in the meat. No, it's in the soy. So you say you want to stay away from it, you try your best. It's in all baked goods, bake for yourself. The lining of the milk carton is with soy. There's a was it no, it wasn't
Wow.
that brother. It was not. It's a fit. It's plaster apparent. Think about you got a hole in your. I gotta learn this camera. Think of think about you got a hole in your wall and you need to fill it. It's plaster of Paris. That's what they make soy with. Yeah, I mean
Get
that's what
out.
soy is made out of. Yeah, so yeah. But
Wow.
I'm gonna I'm gonna show each. Now you could take a picture of your own tongue, have the flash on when you take the picture, and it's gonna show your tongue. So I'm gonna show all of the pictures. You can take a picture of your tongue or your loved one's tongue, and any of the pictures that come up, if you want to know what it means from from the tongue diagnosis, I will tell you what it is, and you can look up the
Hmm.
food to make yourself better. So there's a purple tongue. Wait, I'm trying to get it. Okay, a purple tongue, wrong way. A geo- geographic coding, and a red tongue. Right, red tongue. There's the white coating tongue. We already know that that's a cold stomach. There's a brown coating. There's a yellow coating. These are the explanations. There's the teeth mark. Now, that's the one that I had. That means that your body is not taking in nutrients. Then there is the spotted tongue. I got spots. The spots can be red or they can be purple. Then there's the cracking tongue. You got cracks on your tongue. And then different things on different parts of your tongue means something
Wow.
else. So if you're curious and you put in the chat, I'll read it for you. But you can also look it up online. use the internet for what you say if a woman is post-menopausal. Would soy be beneficial to replacement? Mm, email me at Homestead in the Hood, and we'll have a conversation. We'll have a
At
conversation.
Gmail.
Yeah, Homestead in the
Homesteadinthehood
Hood.
at gmail.com.
Home, Homestead, got to get the zip code, the right hood, 11212.
Okay, let's make it right. Okay.
Homestead in the Hood, 11212 at gmail.com. Oh, I lost my phone. I left it in the accessory going to a stupid doctor who didn't put the who did not put the insurance paperwork in, so they cut my disability. And it's not Social Security disability. This is disability I paid Home Depot. Look, that system is so bad. I went to school and I paid cash to go to school. I knew not to take out a loan because everybody's my uh my circle of friends are doctors, epidemiologists, and scientists, and we've been out of school 30 years and they still paying that loan back. I put I paid for my education on layaway. You pay $25 and then you go back to the bursar's office with your money, and then they will.
You remember we
Okay.
talked about this?
But you know what? I got this whole poster. I don't know if you can see how big it is. I got it for $5 or $10. I buy everything straight from Chinatown on mm, AliExpress.
Hmm.
So I don't pay that 4 times. You know, you get it at one price and they come to America and they charge you 4 times the amount. I know.
Yes.
But
That's absolutely right. Can you tell us what led you to um, look at traditional Chinese medicine, or is it something that you've always sort of been into?
I wasn't in, into really Chinese medicine, though I was going to go to school for it. Um, um, I just don't go to the doctor. And I knew I was real sick, so I did go to the doctor. And he said, "You have COVID fatigue." What is that? He said, "I don't know. It's new. What you do for it?" "Oh, we just treat the symptom." He gave me 2 pills. Now, I did not want to take either one. I took the synthetic vitamin D because that's what everybody was saying across the board. Synthetic, though. I'm
Hmm.
already fatigued, but this thing causes fatigue and leg cramps. So I'm having trouble walking. He gave me something that made me feel even worse than what I was feeling. I took it without looking up the side effects of synthetic vitamin D. So the vitamin D is supposed to give you energy. Why is it causing this? I already knew better and should not have taken it. The other one, he said it was for my heart. There's nothing wrong with my heart. So when I looked that up, the side effects, I didn't even throw it away because I didn't want an animal to suffer it. I couldn't flush it. It's in here somewhere. I don't know where. I gotta find a way to destroy both those pills. Yeah. So um
Wow.
one of the doula that I work for, the agency that I work for, she didn't know because she was wondering why I didn't come for any more clients, and I told her I'm still sick. So she told me, go to Chinatown. And it took me
Hmm.
a while to get there because everybody was saying, them boys surrounded you. Those are the same boys that are beating everybody up in the street. You lucky. And I'm like, they lucky. But that was bad. That was for me. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, look, when the pictures came back of what the soldiers were doing to the Muslim women, Minister Farrakhan made sure we knew, all of us, how to handle ourselves with our hands. And he said, even teach the babies how to throw the bottle to make sure it hit. So
Wow.
I'm not worried about anything. There's several reasons why we don't carry any weapons. Just because we don't own or possess any weapons, I know you do, it doesn't mean we don't know how to take it
Hmm.
from you and use it on you.
I
So
got you. I got
just so yeah, when the boys surrounded me, it was 8 of them. The last 3 that came up, so I was standing, and 3 boys came to my left, 3 boys came to my right, and then 2 boys stood in front of me. So my back is to the wall. Okay, I don't have to worry about my back.
you.
These 3, wait, where am I at? I don't know these things. The 3 on my right were going to be taken out first. The 2 in front were going to be taken out next. The first 3 that came up, they were going to get away to tell the story. But they were going to get something too. But you don't do that. You just don't do that. And even in the state that I'm in, after I did that, I might have passed out, but they were going to get theirs. And then what's your parents going to say? What their parents going to... She didn't have to do that to my babies. I with a walker. They should not have done that to me. But anyway, I don't talk about that. But
Right.
I kind of let others people fear for me, but it wasn't fear for me. It was their own fear that stopped me from going. But I got tired of being sick, and I was like, I'm out of here. And I went there myself. And just in 2 weeks, I got from just being in the bed to like, no, I'm going for a walk. So I'm up to 2 miles. I can walk two
Nice.
miles with my walker. So next time I go, I'm gonna have the sister that takes me for a walk to. I'm gonna close the walker up and let her push it for me.
Hmm.
So see how far I can walk without it. But I'm getting better because these fools are saying they're waiting for me to die. And somebody told me that. They said, Sister Karima, you know you're supposed to be dead. I don't play the dozens, but I wanted to say something. Yeah, yeah.
People are in the chat are really with you on this vitamin D things. They're talking about let's see, Homestead Indiana Backyard Gardener Hysis. She said mushrooms are the only plant with vitamin D.
Wait, where's that other one? I cannot eat mushrooms, and I love mushrooms. I'm gonna tell you
Wow, me
why.
too.
Where's the other book that I found out? Look, I was in bed. Thriftbooks.com became my friend.
Yes, I love thrift books.
They sent me all the books I wanted.
At
And
really,
these
really
are the,
good prices too.
yeah, where is it? Oh, let me just share this real quick.
Eyelashes. Hi,
So those were my latest books in regards
Grandma's
to Chinese medicine. Mm,
site is called thriftbooks.com.
this is a great book to introduce you to Chinese medicine.
Uh,
It, it's a little fat book, but have great information. I'm just scrolling down. Where'd you go, sister? Can the rest of you still hear me? I hope so, because I have no control of the screen. So
my cellular. But
so in this book, my
I
blood type is type
see.
A. Can you hear me? So according to the blood type diet, I cannot eat mushrooms. Yeah. I don't know where we are because she's
Woo,
frozen, and I don't know if
child,
she
don't
can still hear me.
tell nobody.
Your voice needs to catch up to your picture. Say something.
Wow.
Okay, you said wow. You're back.
I can still hear you. I can still hear you. I think
Okay.
people are having trouble. And
You
um,
you disappeared for a while. You frozen again. I think it's because it's a holiday. I don't know if y'all celebrated down there. Everybody's out of school and off of work.
okay, am I back
Observance in
now?
Martin King. So everybody's on their screen.
No, we hadn't even been
You're
out of the
still
house
frozen.
yet.
No, I'm saying the internet, but you away from everybody. When everybody local pulls on the internet, that happens sometimes. In this new world of 5G, they ain't fixed that yet.
All right. Yeah, we're a little bit behind. And yeah,
Does
my
anybody
internet is just signal. So sometimes it's off, sometimes it's on. So have we
does
caught
anybody have any questions
up?
or wanna
Can you hear me now?
say something? What's the static? We hear your static.
Well, that's my furnace.
Oh,
It's probably what you're hearing right now. But are we back on the same page now?
yes.
Okay, I'll let you continue then. Hi, Black Coffee.
So what I hope they heard me. I'll just say it again. This book, whoop, this book, the four blood types, the four diets. So I'm type A, and on that list of foods not to eat is mushrooms. So, in trying to maintain homeostasis, I make sure that I stick to. I have a foundational diet that's been good for me. My mom, they gave her 3 years to live. She lived for 22, but nobody ever
Wow.
asked me how I did that. They were looking for her to die. No, it's my mom. She ain't dying until she's ready to go, and she was ready to go.
Okay.
But I follow these two books, How to Eat to Live, books 1 and 2, and so that's my foundation. But if it's other foods that I'm allergic to that don't do well with my body, like I'm learning the A type diet, then that's okay with me. And then me not being able to eat certain foods because of my condition now, that's fine. Doesn't mean I'll never be able to eat them again. No, I hope not, because persimmons is on there, watermelon is on there. Those are the trees I bought. Figs are on there. I can't have none of those. And those are the trees I have in my yard. But those foods hydrate the body. So my stomach is saying it's already fully hydrated. So I just have to stay away from them so I correct it. Now what Can you go back to that vitamin D? Somebody said something. I wanted to read it. The foods that I don't eat is what I need. Peppers. I don't know peppers. It's too hot. But you can have peppers without it being so spicy. So I have to eat certain foods to warm up the stomach. What's interesting, G Mama Grows?
Let me see if I can go back a little bit and find her comment. Hello, J3GS Farms. How you doing, my brother? Good to see you in the chat today. Rambo Green Hands. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. G Mama, if you can respond back, if you can hear me, okay, respond back to Sister Karima. She asked what was interesting. You said something was interesting. What was interesting? Let's see. Okay, all I'm listening. Have to get ready to go to the grocery store. Okay, take care, sis. Hello, hi, Black Coffee. How are you doing, sis? Good to see you. Saying she's blessed. Let me be clear to the universe. All right, all right. Let me try to go back just a little bit. Sis says she's working. Glad to catch a live. Are we okay now, guys? Are we okay?
Yes. You good?
In terms of the okay, all right. All right. Interesting. That is interesting and it's a fact.
You know, it's something else we need to do. We need to learn how to fast. Because when you're really sick, you don't want nothing to eat. Your body is telling you, look, take a break. I got to fix this. And we need to do that on a regular basis. We fast every first Thursday for 3 days to give the body enough time some time to clean out the toxins from even the good foods that we eat. Yeah. So fasting is good for the body as well as spiritually. Cabbage is good. Why is cabbage bad for some? Well, some of us are allergic to foods because foods that we eat, we're all from different places originally. So blood types are different because of where we are, where we're from, where we were stolen from. So like the foods that we can't grow that we need, but we have to eat foods according to our environment, but still our DNA is different. You can't say our DNA is the same. It's not. Just think about the blood types and think of how people were grafted together to make different people, and it's all scripture. You got different color horses. Why is the horses different color? But I'm not going to bring that to your show. But we're all different people. So.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know
Yeah.
that. We know that.
So we're going.
G Mama has. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm reading it. How interesting that the blood type plays a role in what you can eat. I had no idea why it's interesting. Oh yeah. Look, don't believe anything I say. I'm going to tell you to go look it up online, but I noticed they're changing stuff. Get the books. Go to thrift books because the new bookstores are changing stuff. And then the copyright. Yeah. Oh, I bought a book that I really want to send back or throw it away, but I think I passed the time. I have the old Back to Eden book that have all the different herbs and stuff in it for when you're sick, Back to Eden. So I said, let me buy their cookbook. That cookbook is full of soy. Soy this, soy that, soy this, soy that. So that cookbook, is around the same time they introduced all these canned formulas. So they told us if we have a child, people was interesting. They leave their babies with me and disappear for weeks. So somebody, I think the mother was going through postpartum depression because her mother said, I'm not helping you with that baby. You can stay there here, but I'm not helping you. And the father abandoned her. So she came by to my house to visit me. She said, I'm going to the store. I'll be right back. She stayed gone for 2 weeks. Everybody was like, don't you take that baby to the police station. Don't you turn that baby in. You just wait. So I was real young. I didn't understand. But I also knew from back in the early 70s, they say don't feed them that new milk. I don't want to say the names. So what they
Mm-hmm.
did, I was reminded, they said if the mom can breastfeed or you got the baby, the Carnation canned milk was Carnation here in New York, but canned milk, the baby vitamins that came in the drop, and you had to distill the water to give that to the baby, but not this. I'm not gonna say their names because there was only
Mm-hmm.
two around in the early 70s that knew they were pushing it. Now, interesting, here in America, you can still buy them, but not in any other country. It's banned in other countries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta push the young people to babysit. Tell them they get their abdomen back real quick from the breastfeeding. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
still
was
gotta
telling
wear
my
girdle.
daughter yesterday, I was like, you looking good, baby. You looking good. You
Oh,
snapping
she
on that.
breastfeeding. Look, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you get your figure back quicker. I
Yeah,
just
I
got this
believe
thing.
I believe wholeheartedly in breastfeeding whenever you can. And I know that everybody can't, they have to sort of do what they have to do in order
But
to make sure the baby is okay.
I remember women that could not breastfeed. And what they did, other mothers shared their
Yes.
milk. I'm like,
Yes.
what's going on now?
I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember that. And
mothers share
actually
their
there
milk.
are some places, and I meant to ask if they had those different banks to where mothers could actually share their breast milk, because I'm like, okay, back in the day that's what we did. Other people would breastfeed your baby if you could not, if for
Right.
some reason your body was going through something that you could not, other people would breastfeed your baby. And they do have around, I know around the country, in some places they will have milk banks where breastfeeding mothers can actually
Mhm.
donate their extra breast milk. Because when a lot of new mothers come, when they start breastfeeding, like my body, when I had our first live, child, my body was still preparing for the twins that it had lost a year prior. And so the amount of breast milk that I had for just that baby was astronomical. And our freezers were full. And so if I had known better, I was very young. Well, yeah, I was young. To me, I was like 23, 24, something like that. But for me, if I had known back then what I know now, I would have been donating that breast milk instead of, discarding it at some point, because it was like there was so much and my body was producing so much that the baby could barely keep up. So, it's one of those things that I fully believe that you should check in your area, check around, do some research to find out if there are some banks around that you can give to your baby, even if just in the beginning you have enough that you can give to your baby just for a couple of months. Like that's incredible on their health and helping their system to fully develop. You're a doula, so you can talk better about it than I can.
Yeah, yeah, and we like to stay away from other people. I don't know why we do that, but it's good to join those support groups of same whatever you're going through the same. Like Imagine you in that class with other pregnant women and you learning all these different things. Nobody tells what's going to happen. You know, they tell you, the
Mhm.
doctors will tell you, oh, let us know when you want us to induce. No, you don't want your labor induced. Because your labor is induced does not mean that you're dilated enough to pass that baby. So what they're doing, they're
Absolutely.
inducing your labor to make you have all that pain, and then they're going to say you're in so much pain now, but the baby's not ready to come out. So now they want to cut you. No,
Mm.
we're losing a lot of sisters. 80, 45% now of Black and Latina women are transitioning during labor
Mm.
because they don't know any better. We need to tell them. Yeah.
We
So
and we
you're in
have to.
those classes. You're in those classes and you meeting other women. Imagine if for some reason your milk, you can't get your milk out, but someone that you met and created a bond with has an excessive amount of milk. You already know her. So she'll share her milk with you. You need to be around people like yourselves. Don't be afraid. Yeah, you'll learn. That's how you meet more friends. And as your children grow up, maybe together, or maybe you'll grow up apart, but they're the same age, you'll share same experiences. You'll learn how to
I think we're having.
No, this is my sister's phone, so
Oh,
people
okay,
keep
okay.
calling her.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's it.
okay. I just want to
Don't
make sure we
give
were
up
okay.
at black coffee, okay? They say
Black
don't give
Coffee
up.
had a very she had a difficult labor. So she said, I'm struggling with nursing now after a hemorrhage. It's rough, but I won't give up. And they were just encouraging her to not give
You
up, just
have a
keep pushing.
lactation, yeah. Consult with your lactation. Ask for a lactation specialist. She'll help you. Yeah, you got to know who to ask for. Recently, oh my God, a friend of mine I haven't spoke to since 2015. Her husband is in hospital ICU, and I couldn't understand. He walked in with a UTI, a urinary tract infection. They sent him home. Well, from the hospital, he went to a rehab. I was like, for a UTI? And then they sent
Wow.
him home, not talking, not walking, not eating as much, with a bed sore and something wrong, a sore on his foot. But then she said that he fell and he had a scar over his eye that she said you can't see it, and it was real bad. I said they gave him a very nice plastic surgery, but I kept trying to figure out. I kept asking her questions. How is it he not walking and talking? It doesn't make sense. So my sister's a doctor, so we were talking about it yesterday because she couldn't find me. She put up on my Facebook page that I'm missing. I don't know. I gotta go on my sister thing to try and take that down before people really start trying to find me. But she was worried. I don't know how to do that. I gotta remember to take that down. But she called the Accessoride and she told them, y'all took her to the doctor. Did she fall? What happened? Where is she? And they told her to send the police for a wellness check. And I said, she said, I know not to send the police to your house, but matter of fact, I don't even know where you live. I stay hidden except for my the 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 nation that I'm a citizen of. The nation of Islam is actually a sovereign nation. That means we're a nation within the nation. What did Black's Coffee say?
Black Coffee said she was talking about keeping your placenta. Absolutely right. And they try to keep your baby's stem cells. Say no, keep your placenta if you can.
You can ask for your placenta. Let me tell you what they're doing with the placenta, because they asked me to capsulate placentas that people take because they lose so much blood during delivery. Some women. Um, I heard when I was little, they just fried it up like liver and gave it to the mother, no matter what kind of pregnancy she had, to bring that back. I don't know about that. But if
Hmm.
you need it for you, and that's something that you do, but all books of scripture say stay away from blood, planted by a tree and
Hmm.
let it nourish that tree for your child. Yeah. Um, and
Hmm.
sister, I forget your name, growing with Hudson. There are free doula trainings. Find a free one. Go to your community center and ask them. Tell them you want to do a doula training. When is the next one? They have two. They have a birthing doula and they have a postpartum doula. So you can do both of them, but they don't have them at the same time. I should know. Drink lots of water. Try to get baby to nurse more frequently. Have you tried? Oh, she talking to Black Coffee.
Yes, letting her know, asking her if she had tried the fenugreek before, and I think she has. Black Coffee eats mostly an alkaline diet, so I know Black Coffee is trying everything in her power to make sure that she is giving her baby the best that she can. I know she is. Just knowing her, personally, I know she is. She said, yes, the supplement I've been taking has that, some goat's rue, blessed, and milk thistle. I've been drinking coconut water plus the body armor. So I know she's gonna do everything. I know she's gonna do everything. And what Mrs. Clean
Research that
said,
coconut milk, Sister
okay,
Black Coffee. Look up that coconut milk. Just do a little bit more research. So I know you're reading the benefits of coconut milk, but look up the adverse reactions of coconut milk because you're nursing.
okay, oh, okay, okay. Okay. That makes good sense. Makes good sense. Good sense. So this
Any
has
questions on the
been,
tongue you want me to look up?
yeah, this has been fantastic. So anybody have any questions regarding the tongue? I just, since we've been discussing this kind of behind the scenes a little bit, I've discovered there's a such thing as having a black tongue. I had no clue. I was totally blown away when I saw something about a black tongue. So, how much did you know about that?
That's the first time I ever heard of that, but I think that's natural for certain people.
Really?
I'm not sure. I gotta look it up
Okay. Okay.
because
Okay.
that's not on the chart.
Yeah.
That's a purple. Wait, now purple tongue is on the chart. If it's a dark purple, they may see it as black. So let
Gotcha.
me see something.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And I heard one doctor saying something in regards to a B12 deficiency that you can tell by looking at the tongue also if there is like a B12 deficiency.
Yeah, but wait, I'm reading that purple tongue. It says
Okay.
that the tongue with the purple body suggests one or two things. Either there is some blood stagnation or there's cold in the body. Blood stagnation is exactly what it sounds like. It is a circulatory disorder that can give rise to a variety of dysfunction. I don't know how to say that word.
Wait, spell it
Benign,
again.
Erectile.
Yeah, got me. Okay. Keep
Okay,
going.
dysfunction. Benign or malignant tumors, fibros- fibrosis tissue of the breast or uterus, etc. Physical
Wow.
trauma can cause blood stagnation too. Internal
Wow.
cold, internal cold is also going to cause pain. Generally, this kind of pain will cause you to double over in pain. Cold has a concentrating quality to it that causes muscle spasm and severe pain. So that's
Okay.
how about they talk about having cold in the body, your shoulder, a cold shoulder, and you apply heat to it, or your cramps and your stomach, cramps in your stomach. Yeah, that's cold.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when you sit, an example, people don't realize when you sit on a cold surface, on the stoop, you get hemorrhoids. Cold in the body will wreck you. Like homeless people, you don't see homeless people. That's how you know the difference between a drunk and a homeless person. A homeless person in the street is going to lay on the cardboard. A drunk is just passed out on the sidewalk. That cold,
Hmm.
the sidewalk is robbing him of his heat. He's getting a lot of cold in his body. He will die. Plus, the alcohol is a vasodilator, and he's going to be cold anyway. People say, "Oh, I drink just to warm up." No, alcohol opens your blood vessels, so it doesn't constrict them. When they open, the blood is moving free, and you get more cold than if you were not drinking.
Wow.
Cold stuff,
Wow.
yeah. So it opens and then it dumps.
Yeah, this wow. This has been so informative. Um I I'm still floored. I'm still floored with all of this. So to let
Who
people know,
who is that?
you can get
Who is that unimportant homesteader? That person know a lot. You need to interview them next.
yeah, they live off grid. They live off grid and they are a husband and wife team. They have at least one young in there. And so yeah, they are very, very, very knowledgeable because they have been going through it and taking their time and just doing different things to try to be as healthy as possible while out there on their homestead as well. So yeah.
I have to subscribe to them.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If one of you moderators will drop an important homestead, well, guess what? Hashtag G Tribe, and you can drop your own. You can drop your own
I won't
channel
be
so
able to
that people
get
can
it.
follow you.
I have a cold shower just about every morning. It gives me energy and wakes me up. No, that's not bad. We're talking about the inside of your body.
Okay.
It's me and my friend Queen. Mm,
It's, it's you and your friend. So
I want
Nightbot
to ask a
just dropped
question, but I'm not
unimportant
going to ask a
homestead.
question.
Well, you can ask when you go to see them, then you can ask that
Okay.
question. But if you can see, they already put their put hashtag G Tribe in the chat, and then you can go to check them
I'm
out as
straight on
well if you see
StreamYard.
that link.
I don't see it, but
Oh,
I'll
okay,
find it.
okay. Okay, it's okay. I'll share. Matter of fact, I'll share one of their videos on my community tab, and that way you'll be sure that you can find them as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be about a week without a
He
phone.
said he
So
said it's me
whoever,
and my queen, honey. He got that thing corrected. He went ahead and corrected. Said me and my queen. All right. So
okay.
I guess that
You
answered your
said
question.
no, not really, not all the way, because we say queen, we
Okay.
don't always say wife. Well, I don't know. So sometimes it's just what we say. That's all.
Okay.
I'll ask. I'll ask later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, GT Junior. How you doing?
Wait, drop that
Quentin
brief.
Taylor said she just subscribed. Excellent, excellent. But listen, sister, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate being able to talk to you on this platform because, I know that the people who follow me, like we have a lot of um, mature people who follow this channel. So they like to cut up and have fun. They like to be entertained as well. But these people are intellectual, the majority of them, and so they're looking for more than just that, more than to be entertained. They're looking to have their minds stimulated. So that's one
Yeah,
thing that I
because
love about this channel and about the followers here.
the a homestead is just that. It's a homestead. You need to parse that word. So, like you say, preppers. I'm like, prepper? No, we always prepared for whatever. And then they say the weather. Uh,
Mhm.
we have four. Well, here in New York, we have 4 seasons. Well, there's 4 seasons everywhere: winter, spring, summer, and fall. You know what's the winter, the snow, and the cold is gonna come. The spring, you're gonna get the rain, right, to wake up the earth, and so you may have flooding. So you know
Well,
we
sister, we
don't
can't
get to
tell down here in the South. We can't tell in the South. We have summer and we have a little bit of cold. That's it.
well see your winter just because your winter is 4 days, it doesn't mean you don't have it. You still have to prepare for them 4 days, or you're gonna lose your autumn crop. You already know it's
Absolutely.
coming. You still have to
Absolutely.
prepare. Some of us
Yeah,
more than
we
others.
got to
Yeah.
prepare for those 4 days. We really do.
Yeah, and
Well,
flooding
thank
because y'all have those cypress trees.
yeah, those are fine. It's the citrus that's the problem.
Oh,
Those can
yeah.
take all kinds of stuff. It's the citrus for us that's the problem. Our cypress trees are still beautiful and green, and they stay green regardless to what happened. They don't care about none of this cold. But them citrus trees, on the other hand, they bald head right about now. They're looking bad.
Yeah, I had to put mine in plastic. But then another thing, we did not go to the doctor. It's best to physician heal thyself because the now I don't know about the midwives now, but you can have your baby at home. There's no rule saying you got to have your baby in the hospital. We send our children to school for different things. When I turned 50, I went to school for carpentry. Oh, yeah, I'm a carpenter. I went to school for
Wow.
carpentry. There was this little boy in my class. So for homeschool, he's a ninth grader.
Mm.
So he taking college classes at the community college. You don't have to wait to send your child to college. So if they're sending their children to college in the ninth grade, But your public school is saying all public schools have that. You can come to school, high school during the day, and in the afternoon you can go to college or vice versa, because they had two sets of children come to school. I stayed the full day because I no, I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay to go to college. It was free. So when you poor, you got a lot of advantages. I didn't know that. I paid cash for everything. So when I was ready to pay cash, they said, "How much do you make?" And I was like, "I work at Home Depot." "Oh, minimum wage. Oh, you don't have to pay." I was like, "What?" Yeah. So take advantage of those blessings of being poor. I sure did.
Amen.
But yeah, you can go to send them to school while they're in school to take those trades, because they're pushing, oh, be a doctor, be a lawyer. But the doctor and the lawyer needs a carpenter, a plumber, a electrician, and you can learn those. They can learn those skills for free. They used to be free in high school because not everybody was college material. They
That's
taught you
right.
factory assembly line stuff in junior high school. I had printing in junior high school.
Hmm.
So these vocational things that now you have to go to the technical college for, while they're in high school, they can go free. If you're over 65, you can go free. So you work all your life at a job you hate. So now, what do I want to do? Go back to college and do something fun. Learn a trade. So you build in your shipping container house. That's why I went, because I
Wow.
want to make sure I want to do it myself. And where I need help, I don't want nobody coming in saying I need this, that, and the other, and going to charge me this. No, I need
Mhm.
this, but thank you for that extra bonus. Let me go get a Mexican from Home Depot or Lowe's or one of them big box stores that's out there. Yeah.
Yes, and my sister's husband works in construction. So, we are always just like, I know he got so much stuff in their head. I know. And then, from the years of experience, and that's why, we are the two of us, we're always like, we need to know a little bit about everything. Um, we don't have to know how to be a doctor, but I guarantee you, when you having conversation with me and you
You
a
are a
doctor,
doctor. You
I
are a
got
doctor.
some,
You
I
know why?
understand, but you know what I'm talking about. You
Your
got some
body already tells you. Your body already tells you what you need. Think about it. When you were sick
absolutely.
and you didn't want to eat, when you started feeling better, you was craving something.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what your
true.
body needs. That's what your
That's
body
true.
needs.
That's true. Because we have to tell them what's wrong. So yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're
You're
not
absolutely
sure?
right.
Go to the mirror and stick out your tongue.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it would be cool to get one of those charts though. I'm definitely gonna look
Do not
at
spend
Allie for that,
$40.
because I ain't paying $50. I ain't paying $50. I'm not. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna look and see where I can find one where it's more suitable to what I want to spend. But yeah, yeah. But thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up so that we both can go on about our day. But thank you immensely for coming on and for helping us, to giving us some things to think about, some things to look further into, and to do some study on. We really appreciate you. I know everyone in the chat really appreciates you as well. Appreciate you being here and sharing your knowledge with us. And we got to learn a little bit more about you. And all of us are just like, yeah, we going over. Be putting them videos up, be dropping those videos, because we ready.
Yeah,
We looking
I
forward
need
to it.
I need to do that. But get the EMT book. Go
Okay.
to the thrift store and get the old one, because every few years they do a new edition, but it's the same information. If
Okay.
you can read and comprehend, you can take care of most your trauma. You can take care of most your trauma. Being sick is really about the foods that you're eating,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
eat better and
Yep.
exercise. You don't have to do all that weightlifting, and just walk.
Just move.
Just
Get
walk
moving.
and take up swimming. Swimming is a good one too. The
Oh
asthmatics
yeah.
should swim. Asthmatics will no longer have asthma once they get into that water and really swim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you so much. I
you
appreciate you. And I'll let you go and enjoy your day. So thank you for coming up. And I will talk to you later.
okay?
All right.
Peace.
All right, chat. What y'all think about the live? I listen, I have been really waiting for her. Me and her have been trying to get together probably since last year. And I don't mean last year like in December, like a few days ago. I meant like really months back. We have been trying to get together and things just come up. But yeah, she is fantastic. So if you have not already gone over to Homestead in the Hood, please go over to her channel. She also is going to do a video for us on some things about being a doula. She's going to share some of that information. And as soon as I see her drop that video, then I'm going to definitely drop that video on my community tab. That way you all don't miss it. And so just a wealth of information. So I'm glad that you all were able to take it in to enjoy some of that. Hi, Pamela Wilson. Thanks for the info today, Gigi and Homestead in the Hood. You are quite welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And if you all don't mind, hit the thumbs up on your way out of the live stream. And I'm going to let you all go and enjoy the rest of your day. So thank you so much for being here. Many blessings to you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Hi there, Urban Harvest. You have a wonderful day. And remember that prayer still works. And I'll chat with you guys later. Peace, family.